everybody, it's Molly the Kush RN, Minnesota's cannabis correspondent and host of Conversations with Kush podcast. I'm broadcasting live today from Legacy Cup 6, and I am sitting down with my good friend Nikki Halverson from Ignite Dispensary in Wisconsin. So I'm really excited to get a fresh perspective on like the lay of the land in Wisconsin. So welcome, Nikki.
Hi, I'm so glad you had me on.
Yeah, I'm excited. This has been like a long time coming, right? I've been saying like, Nikki, come on the show, and like never making it happen. So my bad. I'm glad you're here now. Let's talk about who you are a little bit personally. Like, how'd you get into cannabis? How long have you been in the business? What do you do?
I'm a master gardener from the UW Extension office, and I did the school garden with the kids for 6 years.
Nice.
So I've been growing plants, teaching kids how to garden. I'm a mushroom identifier for the state of Wisconsin.
Did you teach them how to grow cannabis?
No.
Oh, that's next.
Yeah. So I love foraging, and
Awesome.
I was doing a special project for my boss, making CBD soap, and then I was asked to join the grow team for Ignite.
Okay.
And so I've been growing cannabis indoors for Ignite for 5 years.
Okay, that's great acumen.
Yeah.
So how's that process been? What's been the most exciting thing about learning how to grow cannabis?
I like watching the flower ripen and watching it, just the smells come out, the flavors come out of it. I love, at Ignite, I grow for a grow window, so our customers can come in and watch the process from seed to jar, basically.
Nice.
And so I like ending the stigma with cannabis in our small town and around, and I like watching people's faces when they see the plants when I'm watering.
Yeah. Are you guys, so let's talk about the difference between Minnesota and Wisconsin. So Wisconsin does not have either a medical program or an adult rec program. Is that correct?
Correct. They do not. And right now, they just introduced a bill to end all cannabinoids from hemp, except for fiber in Wisconsin. And
what?
Yeah, they're really trying to do prohibition on hemp.
So
completely.
what do you think? Where do you think that's coming from?
The Tavern League.
The where?
In Wisconsin, we have a Tavern League, so they want to support alcohol in taverns in Wisconsin and not cannabis use, obviously.
It's a big beer community, right?
It is.
Yeah.
But right now, everybody's just bringing their own and smoking in the parking lot anyway, so like it doesn't matter.
But here's the problem. So we have this league that's fighting against cannabis because they want to uplift their industry. But then we have problems with things that happen at the pizza parlor, right? Mm-hmm. So there was like 800 people that ingested the pizza because they put cannabis oil into the sauce. It wasn't supposed to be infused.
I don't even know why that was in the kitchen to begin with.
Yeah,
it
right?
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. Like, that was a very big sbagliato, is what we say in Italian, mistake. And like kids were, affected. And so this is the problem when you don't have spaces where cannabis is welcome and supported to become legal and to be regulated a little bit. I'm not saying, like, I'm a really free the plant kind of a person. Like, let people experience cannabis the way they need to, right?
Yeah.
But also, I think there needs to be a couple of stopgaps in there sometimes.
I agree.
Especially when, it's kids involved. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting, the climate in Wisconsin that, here you have this big lobbying agent coming against cannabis, but then you also have it's like the wild, wild west out there. Mm-hmm. I went to an event in Madison last year where we did the Hemp Fest, and I picked up a bottle of something. It was like Cannaline, pretty much. It was like 2,000 milligrams of cannabis.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, in the bottle. I don't know why. I think I bought it for fun, but yeah, it's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't promote health and wellness the way cannabis should be considered.
I agree.
Yeah, right?
Because there's so much more to the plant that promotes health than just the THC.
Right.
There's so many cannabinoids that help people.
Right.
We have lots of older people that come into our store that buy the sleep gummies to help them sleep, to help with their husbands or wives that have Alzheimer's and they're waking up in the middle of the night for pain. We have dogs that come in every Friday and senior dogs that need the CBD
Yeah.
pet treats. That was a really loud motorcycle.
It was.
And then, then we have people that just use it to unwind and relax. And
Right. And those people should be able to have access to cannabis that is medically dosed, or smaller doses at least anyway, so that they can access the stuff that they need. And of course, you probably have heard cannabis nurses always promote the lowest, most effective dose. So we want people to start low, go slow, and titrate up. And just, with a 2,000 milligram bottle of cannabis lean, essentially, like, how do you do that? Right?
I personally cannot.
Yeah, right? I can't even. No. So, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting market, and I think that there needs to be a lot of education. So thank you for what you're doing. And there needs to be good, accessible products. So, again, thank you to Ignite for offering those things to people. So talk a little bit about Ignite and your guys' program.
At Ignite, we have 8 stores throughout Wisconsin. We're part of the Twin Ports cannabis scene. So we have a store in Superior, Spooner, Hayward, New Richmond, Toma, Manitowoc, and Milwaukee. The owner of our company, Tim Fry, he educates the police. He educates. He goes and meets with congressmen and state representatives in Madison. I guess they're not congressmen in Madison, but like our state reps in Madison. He was just there yesterday talking about sensible cannabis reform and sensible regulation. All of the products I make come in child-proof packaging. We don't want kids to get into it. We don't market to kids. We want our products to go to adults that could use them to help them relax, have a good time too.
So in Wisconsin, we talked a little bit about this offline, you have THCA. Mm-hmm. So explain to my audience what THCA is and how you're able to sell that legally. And it can be sold legally across the United States, right?
It can be sold legally across the United
States.
Talk about why. Because of the Farm Bill, the acid on THCA, once you add fire to it, it decarbs it and turns it into THC.
Right. So it's essentially cannabis that anyone would be able to consume or purchase from here, but they label it as THCA and then they can sell it wherever they want to in the United States. So
because it's harvested a little bit earlier than normal, and it's still in the THCA form. It hasn't turned into the THC yet.
Do they have a lot of testing? Are people invested in testing in Wisconsin?
Yep, everything Ignite sells, everything I make, I'm in charge of submitting all of our tests to the USDA for the hemp side of it. All of my products, I personally send it in for labs. So
awesome.
Every product we have has a lab report on it to show that not only it's legal, but it has the amount in it that it says that it has.
Are you growing different chemovars? So like high THC, low CBD, half and half, and then chemovar 3 where it's like CBD and low THC?
Right now I do really high CBD and sometimes CBG, but mostly CBD. Our store in North Dakota can only sell CBD, so a lot of the flower I grow goes to all of our stores and to North Dakota, so I stay really compliant that way.
That's awesome. And like, how important is it? And I'm not asking a question, I'm saying it, like, it's so important that CBD is really elevated as a medicine in its own right. People think, oh, it's a CBD, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. Well, it has a lot of medical benefits.
It does.
Right? And so are you using all of the products, like everything that you grow, are you using that to convert into products that you sell on the shelf?
We mostly take our plants and do it as smokable flower for the stores.
Okay.
So it's really nice boutique style flower, small batch grown. It's not mass produced. I hand water everything.
Awesome.
I really sit in there and listen to my 90s Riot Girl music with all the plants.
Yes, you are a master grower. Thank you for your intentional work. Like, this is what we need, and we need to especially see women doing this, right?
Yeah.
Like, what challenges have you faced as a woman when you went to them and you're like, yes, I'm a grower? Did they like...
Well, my boss is very pro-women,
awesome.
Like, he loves everybody that we work with.
Yeah.
My coworker that I work with, Nate, he's, taught me a lot too. So we both kind of work hand in hand. He's doing another project right now. But everybody in our company is like super awesome, and I like working with all of them, and they're all really knowledgeable, and they do tons of training and know all the products in and out. And
okay, cool. Do you guys do any education for the community at all?
Mostly the owner of our company does, and then we have like a marketing director that goes out and trains our staff.
Okay,
and,
good.
Does educational posts on social media.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have sent me a box.
Yes.
And we are going to do a special unboxing of Ignite's products today. So
awesome.
I haven't looked at it. Everything here is a surprise. So we're just going to start. We're going to dive into this box. Thank you again, Ignite, and to Nikki.
You're welcome.
For this beautiful... This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, Nikki. Thank you. So let's hold it up. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So Ignite Dispensary and Cigars. So you guys do cigars too?
Yep.
Okay.
We did vapes as well, but the Wisconsin just made vapes illegal. So
I'm actually not a huge proponent of vapes. I have to say, like if I recommend a product to someone, vapes is probably like the last thing that I would recommend. But I understand that vapes are the things that people want.
Yes.
And so that's usually what they come in for because they don't smell, they're very discreet, they can like use it at work, you know, if they have a job where they don't need to worry about impairment. So I understand that, I get the pull of it. What I would love to see is more rosin vapes and real plant medicine versus like a distillate or, you know, things that are made with chemicals and whatnot. So
I agree.
This is a beautiful, I love when I get a handwritten note.
Everyone keeps saying that to me.
God.
That's awesome.
No, it is so, I love it. A handwritten note is such a beautiful sentiment to me. So I'm going to put it away and I'm going to read it in a while because I might cry. Nobody wants to see that. So let's put that to the side. Thank you, though. What do we have here? Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh, this is so awesome. Okay, so we have Ignite Honey Mustard Pretzels. Talk to me about this product.
So that product I made for a North Dakota store and for people that just want CBD and they don't want anything sweet. So I made an edible that is just CBD, no other cannabinoids in it.
Okay, so this looks like it has 2 servings in it, 15 milligrams per serving, so a total of 30. So this is awesome. I feel like I could probably consume this whole little package and like have a really great night's sleep.
Yeah.
All right, next we have this burnout mix. This is interesting.
So that's like a bar mix, and then it's sweet and salty. You know, like I purposely named it burnout mix when you have the munchies and you're just like shoving salty sweet in your mouth.
Yeah.
And so each package in there is 25 milligrams. So
okay. And this is Delta 9, I see. Okay, that's perfect. And you can sell Delta 9, because that's part of the Farm Bill too.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this
hemp
looks
derived Delta 9.
Delicious. I want to say, like, this looks really good. I cannot wait to try that. Oh my God, this is awesome. Okay, this is called Rise and Vibe. Tell me about this.
So that's a really mild, like a morning dose of Delta 9. It's 5 milligrams and it has cordyceps mushrooms in it.
I see that.
I'm a big mushroom dork, so I wanted to make sure I added in an energizing kind of mushroom-like cordyceps into the coffee. Okay. And so that's designed to be brewed as like a home drip machine. So you can just make 10 cups. And
so it's almost like a K-cup, but is it more like just like a fabric pod?
Nope, it's just a package of coffee inside that you would put in a coffee filter. Okay. Like a standard home coffee machine.
Okay, understood. Oh, awesome. Oh my God, I cannot wait to try that. That looks amazing. Oh my God, this is awesome. This is THCA-infused mushroom salt.
And it's infused with wild forage porcini mushrooms that a friend of mine near Milwaukee foraged for me and dried them. And so I want to support local foragers when I can too.
That's
We have lots of older customers come in that have diabetes and they don't want gummies and they don't want anything sweet or sugar beverages. And so I wanted to make a seasoning that they can add to meats or veggies or soups or stews, and it's diabetic friendly and
This
low
is
glycemic.
incredible. This is, you know what, Nikki? This is incredible work. Thank you.
Thank you.
And for so much intention too, like the diabetic piece and like the cordyceps, and like that's really awesome.
Thank you.
This is THC ranch seasoning.
So Midwest, I had to do ranch.
Hell yeah.
That's really good on popcorn if you want to do a movie night and get, a nice buzz. Or add sour cream and mayonnaise to it and make a ranch dip and dip veggies in it. So you're still getting that buzz, but you're eating veggies. You could dip chips in there too, but
Talk about the servings on this then too.
So that
well, because it would be the same for the salt,
so
right?
1 teaspoon is about 5 milligrams.
Okay.
And so like if you made a bowl of the ranch sauce, that would be enough to feed like if you had a whole party at your house.
Yeah, sure.
And if you wanted just to dose your popcorn, you just melt butter, pour it on your popcorn, and if you want 5 milligrams, put a teaspoon over your popcorn. If you wanted a stronger dose, put more seasoning on and toss it and make a nice snack.
Nice. All right, and this is your CBD CBG. I'm really happy to see CBG making an entrance here. This is a tincture.
I didn't make that, but I know you're really into cannabinoids, and our owner of our company, Tim, wanted me to send that to you.
Awesome.
So you can check out how high quality our tinctures are. And,
CBG is honestly like everyone should be taking CBG. It's not euphoric. It's very energizing. It is the mother cannabinoid, so like all other cannabinoids stem from CBG, but I think it's just very helpful, and I think that everyone should have a daily dose of CBG. I think it's just a great cannabinoid. So what do you like about it?
I like that. I have that at home for myself, and I like to take it when I homeschool my son, and so sometimes I just get so stressed out and so like crazy that I like to give myself CBD instead of the D9 and everything. So I have a bottle of that, and I'll do it under my tongue like in the evening or after lunch, and then I save my flower for the bathtub when I smoke in the bathtub.
Tell me about, this is a beautiful package. Thank you. Thank you to Tim. I really appreciate it. This is beautiful. Tell me a little bit about just like your personal relationship with cannabis. Let's dive into that a little bit. Like how has cannabis most impacted your life?
Well, I feel like it's gone up and down throughout my life. So when I was a teenager, I first got introduced to it, and I want to say I probably overindulged back then. And then I kind of went away from it for a long time, and I got back into it during the pandemic when everyone was stressing out, and they made you stay home and everything, and it
was so tough times.
It was it was a nice way to unwind in the bathtub, and I got into the CBD as well. I was giving it to my dog, my old dog. I had a really old pug. He passed on, but I was giving it to him.
I give my dog THC.
Do you?
I do, because he's super anxious, and I know that like you're not supposed to, but I give him a pretty small dose, and he's 65 pounds. I mean, he just needs he needs to take the edge off every once in a while, you know? Like we all do, right?
Yeah. I'm not an everyday user. I'm more of a user when I can't sleep, or if I'm really stressed out and anxious. I like to use it more medicinally that way. The drinks are a little bit too strong for me. I'm more of like an indica kind of girl, but just a little bit. And I really like CBD. I do. I make a CBD soap for work, and so we have CBD bath bombs. I don't make those, but I like soaking in them. I like when it's defoliation day and I take the leaves home and I put them in my bathtub with my bath bomb, and I just like soak with flowers and cannabis leaves.
I love that.
I feel like a queen when I do
that. A goddess,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And then the whole bathroom smells really good
Hell
too.
yes. I love that. That's awesome. My friend Edlin from the Rack, she used to work for the Rack, and they gave me a bunch of CBD bath bombs. And I am such a bath girl, but like my tub sucks. It's like one of those shallow ones, like, you know, your knees get cold.
Oh no.
So I need a like big soaking tub, but like That just sounds so amazing.
My husband built an addition on our house, so I special ordered a 71-inch long clawfoot so I can put my legs all the way down.
God bless him. Yes.
So
I love
listen
this
to
for you.
podcasts in there and
hell yeah.
Just relax.
I love that. What else do you want to talk about? I feel like there's so much we could dive into, especially that policy work. I'm really glad to hear you guys doing that, and I think it's really important. I think everyone should honestly be doing policy work because
we have petitions at work. We're asking customers to fill them out and submit them, call their lawmakers. We've had our state reps in to Ignite to tour, and then Tim talks to them about cannabis and how it's not a horrible thing and how it's helping people, especially older people. And there's we've gone to town halls, and we've had some of my friends that come in and buy it. They've gone to the town halls too to talk about it.
I think it's really important to establish those relationships with with not just lawmakers, but with like the helping professionals. So talking to the police, talking to the fire people, talking to the EMS that might come on scene, you know. Those are really important relationships to be forming, so I applaud you guys for doing that really intentional work. How can the people of Minnesota support our Wisconsin brothers and sisters in cannabis?
Well, at least in Spooner and Hayward, we have tons of people that come to our region. They come to the Berkey ski race. They have cabins up there. They do the Schwamigan fat tire race. So if they enjoy their products in Minnesota, when they go to their cabins, because of the laws. So if you're a cabin owner in Wisconsin, if you're in the Twin Ports and you come to Wisconsin, feel free to sign the petition, talk to the state rep for where your cabin is, and tell them that like every state that touches Wisconsin is legal. Right. Michigan, Illinois, Minnesota.
Exactly.
And Wisconsin's losing out on that tax revenue.
Right. I think that is really a really strong talking point, actually. Usually money talks.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, if we can convince people, like, the benefits of cannabis, not just in the wellness space, if they're not going to hear the part about the wellness space, maybe the revenue part will, get them to perk their ears up a little
thousands
bit, right?
and thousands of dollars are going to Illinois, Michigan, and
millions.
Now Minnesota.
Yeah, millions,
not
thousands. Millions and upwards to billions, I think, coming soon. So, I mean, this is a huge industry, and, like, everyone's trying to get their piece, and, like, it is good to give that back to the state and to be able to have fund grant programs for farmers or, people in trades unions or things of that nature.
Help fix the roads, help
Exactly.
fund our schools, help fund senior citizen projects. They can use that money really for anything. So might as well keep it in our own state.
Right, exactly. So it sounds like you have a really incredible job, and I think that would be hard to tear you away from that. But if you could go forward and do something like strike out on your own, what would you do in cannabis?
I would love to do like on the farm dinners and do really mild doses of infused foods and take people around and show them, like growing mushrooms and growing veggies along with the cannabis, and show that it's full circle and it's holistic, and people are, using the seeds and protein, and I just want to show them that it's not this big druggy, gross out thing. That it's like
it's not one dimensional.
No,
right?
It's a farm. Farmers grow it. It's not. It's an awesome thing, and you can use it as part of your health. It's not just to catch a buzz. It's actually to help your health.
Is there any industrial use hemp farmers in Wisconsin? I would think that would be a kind of a big market too, right?
Right now, there's nowhere to process the industrial hemp. The shirt I have on is from the Ellison Lab at UW-Madison, where she's leading all of the cannabis research in Madison, and Ignite
big ups to the girls
support
too.
Her lab.
Yes,
and she does a lot of cannabinoid research. We just toured her farm out in Madison, and so she's studying the different cannabinoids and companion planting, and then she's also doing research for seeds for animals, because it used to be illegal to feed animals hemp seeds.
Why?
I don't know. And it used to grow wild, and cows used to eat it. And
right.
So now they're just getting into
it's like alfalfa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
And so right now the biggest thing with the fiber is there's nowhere to break the hemp down and turn it into fiber unless you ship it to like Russia or China. And there's a big market in Wisconsin that makes hempcrete and hemp insulation, and they're mixing it with mushroom mycelium.
Wow.
And so for a homeschool project, this is pretty nerdy, but I took all of my stocks from my plants and brought it home, and my son and I inoculated blue oyster mushroom mycelium
That's
into it to grow
awesome.
mushrooms on this hemp that I would just compost.
That is not nerdy at all. You are doing
pretty
the
nerdy.
Lord's work. No, you are doing the Lord's work. Like tapping back into Gaia and like getting back to, I don't know if I said it with you earlier or with someone else, but like tapping back into the earth and really just allowing the earth to give us her bounty, right?
I agree.
And using all of the benefits of that versus taking a pill that someone made in a lab somewhere. You know,
Yeah, I think there's a fine balance between plant medicine and Western medicine and not going full on either way.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff can be cured with plant medicine, and not just cannabis, but I forage, and I personally make elderberry syrup, and I give it to my whole family, and throw in CBD, or I make salves, and I make chapsticks for my husband, and I use hemp oil in those.
You're like a real kitchen witch, aren't you?
I am. I'm a total
love
kitchen
it.
witch.
I love it. I love it. I want to introduce you to my friend Gislyn. Have you ever met her?
No.
Terpene testing kit.
No, I just got a terpene testing kit from her too, and I need to find out where she's
Oh,
at.
she's out here. She's
Okay.
out here. I will try to connect you, two of you, because you guys are like soul sisters. I can already tell.
Yeah,
She's
I have her kit at my work right now in my grow. I can't wait to start using it.
Yeah. I really want to make that connection for you. So let's make that happen. Tell my audience where they can find you.
I personally am in the Spooner location at Ignite, so if you come up to Wisconsin on vacation, stop in. We have tons of edibles. You can see my plants. We have smokables. We have all sorts of tinctures and salves and drinks and everything. And you can, if you're in Duluth, you can come over the lake over to Superior and check out our Superior store. We do a lot of events in Duluth and the Twin Ports as well.
What's the social media handle?
Ignite.com. Or
Okay. You have a
at
website
Ignite
then?
Dispensary
Okay.
on Instagram or Facebook.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I've actually never made that connection. I think I just know you as Northwoods Nikki.
Yeah.
So, which I'm happy to, because I feel like it's a little more personal, right? Yeah.
And yeah, I'm Northwoods Nikki on Instagram too. So.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for
so
your
much.
expertise. Thank you for this beautiful box. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad and excited to try all these products, and I
Thank
will
you for having
definitely
me on.
do like a review and like let you guys know how great these are, because I'm sure every single one of them is going to be fantastic. Especially thank you to Tim, because I am excited to try that CBG.
Awesome.
So yeah, I love CBG. So that's it for this episode on Conversations with Kush. We are broadcasting live today from Legacy Cup 6. So check us out, like, share, comment, subscribe. Come on out to the festival. There's still a lot to see and do out here. We still haven't seen Killer Mike yet. He is coming up. So plenty to do, plenty to see. Thank you again to Nikki. And that's it for us. Peace.